we've all said goodbye, right? Like really tough goodbyes.
Yeah.
The kind that just leave you feeling kind of hollowed out. Well, imagine that feeling, but like amplified times 1,000.
Whoa. Okay, I'm intrigued.
That's what's going down in episode 10 of the Ramayana.
Ah, the Ramayana. Okay.
Rama, the rightful heir, he gets forced into exile.
Oh, that's rough.
And
Exile.
And the people, they are absolutely devastated. We've got this whole stack of sources on this episode, and we're going to deep dive into all that emotional fallout.
Sounds heavy.
It is, but it's also super fascinating.
Yeah, totally. What I find really interesting about this episode is it's not just like, oh, poor Rama, he's got to go.
Right.
It's way deeper than that. It's like this, window into the whole relationship between a leader and the people.
Yeah, that connection.
The citizens, they aren't just bummed that their prince is leaving. It's like this gut-wrenching grief. Like they're losing someone they totally depend on.
So let's paint a picture for everyone listening. The sources really don't hold back when it comes to describing how the people are reacting.
Well, no, they don't.
What are some of the details that, jump out at you?
Okay, so the text, it uses this incredibly vivid, almost visceral imagery to describe the people's sorrow, right?
Okay.
So you've got people, they're weeping uncontrollably.
Oh.
Some are even fainting from pure grief. And get this, some are actually trying to physically cling to Rama's chariot as he's leaving.
Oh, man.
It's just chaos, pure, raw emotion. Mothers, they're holding up their babies for one last glimpse of Rama, hoping for a blessing or something.
Wow.
And then you've got the elders, they're lamenting the future of Ayodhya without him, fearing the instability, what's going to happen now?
Now, what now? That's heavy.
Yeah.
It almost makes you wonder if that kind of devotion to a leader even exists anymore.
It's a good question.
What was it about Rama that made people feel this way about him? What made him so special?
Okay, so Rama's leadership, it wasn't just about power or, sitting on a throne. It was all about his personal qualities, his character.
Okay.
He was famous for his righteousness, his unwavering morals, compassion, too, for every living thing.
Good guy.
Total good guy. And strong, both physically and, morally strong. He embodied Dharma. It's this concept of cosmic order, right? And his rule, it was seen as this golden age for Ayodhya. So him leaving, it wasn't just a political thing, like a change in government.
Right.
It was like ripping apart the very fabric of their society.
So how did the people of Ayodhya actually express their grief?
Mm-hmm.
Because the sources mention all these different rituals, specific actions.
Yeah, and those details are super important. You can't understand the whole cultural and religious context without them.
Okay, so what are we talking about? What kind of things?
So they're scattering flowers in Rama's path, right? That's not just a random see you later gesture. It's symbolic. They're offering beauty and blessings for his tough journey ahead. And the prayers for his safe return, they're not just empty words. There's this deep faith behind them, this hope that the divine will protect him and that order will be restored.
It's like they're putting all their hope into these rituals.
Exactly. And then some people even vow to follow Rama into exile, they're giving up everything.
That's commitment. You don't see that every day.
Not at all. It's just incredible loyalty. They're ready to share in his hardships.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about personal feelings. They believed in him that much. But it makes you think, what happens to Ayodhya with Rama gone? What's the impact?
Yeah, what's left behind?
Right.
It sounds like there's a lot of fear about that in the sources.
Absolutely. You have to remember, Rama, he wasn't just some figurehead. He was their protector.
Okay.
He kept them safe, kept things running smoothly. So him leaving, it creates this vacuum. They're vulnerable now, open to all kinds of threats, both from within and outside. It's not just about missing Rama. It's a real deep anxiety about the future. Their whole world just got turned upside down.
So, taking a step back.
Yeah.
What do you think we can take away from all this? We're looking at this ancient story. What does it mean for us today?
It's a good question. Episode 10 of the Ramayana, it has so much to say about leadership, about loyalty, about just being human. It reminds us that real leadership isn't about bossing people around. It's about earning their trust, their respect, and inspiring them to, work together for the greater good.
Inspiring them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it shows us how powerful community can be, how strong those bonds can be, and how much one person can impact so many lives.
For me, the question that really sticks is, can we find these ideals, these ancient ideals, in the world today?
Yeah.
Can we build that kind of loyalty, that shared sense of purpose like they had in the Ramayana? I don't know. It's a big question.
It is. And I think that's the beauty of the Ramayana. It's not just some dusty old story.
Right.
It's a reflection of us, of humanity. It challenges us to think about the leaders we want, the kind of communities we want to build, communities where those deep bonds, that trust and loyalty, are actually possible.
Makes you think.
It does.